All right. Good evening. Welcome to Sober Network Inside Kotoko. Today, so cool to me. I feel no about first. Like studio do have but yeah show there.
Oh yeah.
What about me editing? Come about near camera.
Sure.
So Newton Lartey is in the studios. Man say me cheche mu chere mu say me nua no akakwaji pudu. Tie so ye pudu no ho adwuma. Tie say man bre ema enioma mujo. And I yes sir. And at the same time so now go stars a boli pressure so there. Egum. Ti na say man time na emujo a. He say go stars. Magic League no. Akuma toyo.
Na wono. Yanko.
And yes we pick up.
Yeah.
Nti obi anya baako.
Africa, mo na mje ampa Kotoko.
I don't know if you are.
It
is obi anya baako. The champions of champions.
Good.
Oh, no, masa. Yanko. Newton is in the studios and hopefully we'll be seeing more now that and your memory Germany teams in Obiason ko Africa, so there's a lot to be done. But the league in total. Surprised with the position of Kotoko?
Third. Out of Lions.
Second.
Nations.
Fifth.
Has
fourth.
So Ghost House, Out of Lions, Kotoko, House of Folk, Nations. It's a very comprises of a very surprising list, or a surprise composition of teams, because. Yeah, I mean, traditionally, and you're surprised. Kotoko has a top 4 more. And you're surprised. And you're surprised at all. But surprise as in the definition of how we started the season and how everything ended now. I suppose, had it not been Nations, deduction of points and all that, Hasfolk wouldn't have been in the
top 4.
Top 4 mix, would have been existed with the Hasfolk. For Kotoko, at some point in the league, I said to myself, this squad can't fight for double. So
they can't fight for double. There's someone to premium, There's someone far back.
Yeah, the focus would have to be channeled on one. You'll be distracted by focusing on the two because the strength of the squad was quite down for me in terms of 2 trophies.
Squad na who they never from. Say bet me the crew am
Yeah, even at the beginning of the season, if somebody told me Kotoko, I would have still argued.
But now we believe Kotoko will win a cup. Now they also Kotoko Belgian League.
Once I'm a catcher say Kotoko Belgian League okay, mame. But Kotoko Belgian League because Kotoko Enko Africa. Africa near Champions League. A hot dear. Kotoko squad way Then the Champions League, mame. If I say this, it raises the question of now Gold Stars. I'll come to that later. But at the beginning of the season, I said, Kotoko squad Belgian League Champions League no more mame as compared to Confederation Confederation there's my can or Federation Kotoko and Copa Confederation na me hwe o ma hoden sa na maka sa so Kotoko going for double with this squad so bad.
No.
What
was it? You're talking about the strength of the squad. Whilst I had a lot of conversation on the Kotoko team, the quality players are never. So white then and the strength of the squad now above form to the extent that Emma Muntimina competitive for 2 major titles.
I'll speak with a certain context. Now, my host is our phone. Sometimes the good is over messages, production, or some other questions. Yeah, now me attention, so I'll be bored.
Only how cry.
Oh, says so bad. Last team I just double a crew my team bay.
Has the Samobodu team then Kotoko Swatch double. With Didi Dramani.
No, I see nonsense.
Last team, the same member has time. They was not quite.
Come on, you say last team. Man, cause the last 2 teams.
Samobodu.
And Kotoko kunsa. Kotoko ne kuye na ya to.
Oh, there be. Oh, cause seven na member.
Last team, we say na Didi. You could Didi akwede.
Oh, there has.
Last team, I just double no. Has. Now has no. Last 10 years, one I just double.
Last 10 years, that's starting from 2015.
to 2025.
Nobody apart from us.
Now let's talk with this perspective. The last 10 years and then the double contest. You know. So what do you think did you double? No? What was the depth of that squad?
To some extent, they had some squad load.
You start from the goalkeeping department, you know. I want Atanya national team call up.
Atane Ben Mensah
and supported by IE. 3 goalkeepers winning at that time. More options. And I make I want Atanya national team call up Blaster and performance or so.
So Kotoko Sosa, Kamara, Asare, Chum.
Maybe I know the basis so. Men distracted has the no.
Say they can boom.
Yeah, maybe I be bahano.
Bijudi.
Na has the enemy and Sanada ho. Na has ewo unkum.
Fatal Mohammed. Na Sumala Larry.
And a smiler Obronino. Larry Smiler. On an a bottom ball left it me ball right in the middle. Now ball left and so more Vuka.
Not course around and I might be
wrong. Course about later as a replacement to
Vuka Denchi. Vuka ni Denchi. And
it's I'm saying 2-2 for here. 2 or 2 and not Smiler no. As so I'm a lateral and I have 5. Central defense more Alasan. And then the Biano Bahanam referee. More Alasa partner no.
More corner on a partner.
Boy, yeah, Miss Emmy. Oh,
that's all has.
Oh no, my cat's a beba.
Okay.
More last a partner part, and so who got you, I know whom barraking. Send more last at the NT, and said, you know, no central defense and one. No about Mayfield, no. He had many players. Do we need to go through the list? And come here, the depth, experience, maturity, nature of the squad. Season koso sa na your baby a friend say obe burn out period no say tochu wo kwan mu a ho na wo hwe o def no
omomo nchen na de mo be shem
na nya say oba be shem kwa o oba be shem with the readiness of the burn out because training ko you been talk for e ka koka 9 8 10 games of the season e atwa season iti. Now we no obianya knock, obianya suspension, obianya way. Some of the key starters are
out of the team.
We need somebody to move with the same intensity of the train. Now some mama break a crane a break a crane will drop points. Check that has full squad.
So midfield, Obi say a futu, Awako,
he
Aziz Arona, Aziz Nuruddin, Noenya a year my friend no. Your Kotoko or Samates no 2 quite no friend Fabregas no F Nidin started with F and Saboche Di Maria
Obomi and Saboche Ofutu Di Maria me and San now the Bakona body Dini 6 you know
Aziz
Nuruddin a support actually Awakomo the source even defense laterals and couldn't say refugee so
so normally no me from the bench. Then Obin Junior was the
and we are talking about somebody who can start a man Samates for Africa or woman has full bench.
So call no boy on G League on the Africa.
Yes, and we are the opera all kind or woman bench, but of course started for meaning say no sorry, but the competitive nature of the squad means no more bench. It's a Larry Smile at the end. I said then chief you also call you will go start the G League, you know. You know, your depth of the squad. Banya free, Kojo being junior. Who else?
Naguana Razak. Before later Patrick Razak.
So you understand. The squad you behind the Yakura amount in the definition of football. Behind the Yakura amount.
Oh, they are all good players.
See? Now, Kotoko team no way.
Kotoko team so we shall comparatively.
Your first season started. This is the national season.
Kamara Frederick Kasari.
Kamara was about to learn our game. Kamara Kotoko points or man dropping a fee. Don't know Kamara or to try make catch Kamara. Points are Kotoko drop on a fee. And Kotoko went to me Angie League. Don't know Kamara. Yes, this is football. The positive ones are no hope. But some of the negative need or buy no higher no. I'm not saying he's not he's good. But what the name you have a cancer and I made sure I said no he or league.
I feel no team.
I feel over team. I want to be fan when he met the Tono so Kotoko doesn't in him Kamara. He grew with the Jesu of Kotoko. No, no.
There.
Not an answer.
Send.
And not the say they always belong to Nra. What do you have to offer me now? No, the Okoye Obechemino, Kofiton Pobo born is in a chino. The Okoye Okojo Junior Bob born is in a chino. I can go on and go on a bit.
Suffice that shall take Kotoko nations. Example. It's a Kotoko even. People are blaming for the free kick at Golden Case in Porsche. But this are
so you know adaptation processes. So what then happens when you turn also a turn also bet me work to manage double. Meanwhile, no feel on one cry, no find feet.
Our system.
The same thing is a Kotoko the Frederick Asare buy no. The worst ever game for Kotoko. Eh do botia helala wa away Sudan. Adana me busa no so senior. Yet bus in the flight, but I wish I'm more Kotoko crabby. Or count to me one show na compare one thing. A fin and no aba. It is all we look at so our.
That's a Lord Amoy equally good.
Lord Amoy equally good.
Patrick Esidu.
Before Lord Amohan and
this is the Lord that started with Karela Martin.
Kote and statistics.
No, Lord started before Lord Kote started even from the left. After Patrick Esidu prior.
Kote am all right back.
No. I feel Lord nya suspension. And a Kote boy, and now Patrick now suspension. And a Kote ko and nya prior. So Lord started a smart left.
Okay. And then the midfield, you know.
Midfield
Kotoko started the league, you know, Abra who know the midfield composition. The boy tell me so, because in Komori
at some point in time, yes. Emmanuel entry.
No, hold it here. At the beginning of the season, team are born home from pre-season ever. Our coach team match day one. We need more best start. Win the ball. Can you tell me, Kotoko, were in that position?
Kotoko made 4-3 for first game. Change. I'm not in team menu. Baba. Emmanuel entry. Made 4-3.
In team manu.
Change. I'm not. Emmanuel entry.
Emmanuel entry. If you're not fan by.
Only.
You understand? You bring somebody raw. So, I'm start season. Kotoko once uncommon I need you know. The other day near your presentation on recruitment, boys are go stars better and all that. And I was made a presentation. I told them, say, oh, I say, oh, better more Kotoko. I'm saying, no, to more Kotoko. You know, since you want bonus scene, I'm saying no. The friend expectation, you know, of platform is so me bua bon fear. But some ya aware say CNN and America sa. Well intention be ba me so. But say obere so na America sa minim how settled am I. Stages play a role in performance. So me can ya no tia say. There are certain players who hold ma. Bibia ni nations between demand any pressure no e kakra bi. O she go back o she go mi no betimi didi ho de akosa pressure bi e ma no so. Ba Kotoko na house folk no go na wo share ne no your ball ba so na wi a sound yam bo chana so side obeye foforo mai. So Emmanuel Ntwi ba no na maka a lot a kire ho se Kotoko fans ani beje no ho me ka kire ho but at the end of the day me ko ba ya no mo fire no but me ball me ka Patrick Asedu dia no so mo bo na ba so meaning say nya de me ka ni nyina se de mahunu nura no
ne bebem
obeba mu ne dia kire ho. But and then I would walk off and balance you many Ntwi many way my because you double pesa. But I'm more cry ban a fin and funny in the ground. So
I bet Uncle for engineering. I remember we had an analysis on
but also Uncle double man say obed and your pressure now they ma cry. Now imagine the that Poku's goes from Kotoko goes, you know. Imagine the absence of Kwame Poku, what would have happened?
Kwame Poku amba.
Jene Kebesi. But you see, imagine Saka Kwame Poku so me bo Kotoko pain. And I feel no better see Kotoko. Shall really a corner so I sly no seriously no. Say a new player be Jesse no. The next go with me a boss adi amawa.
Can you jani be do mo?
Na Kwame Poku kra no ni celebrations no. Ebi ana fans na adwene nko ho.
Okutia. Some never run on or Baku or Jan ho 2 years no a day. And a Baku I can't order a Saturn and say and can see. To say and some I cannot. But we used to it.
Yes. And we used to it in me reply no because when you say you know any Hamasamuka, may say I don't want to order by the mayor don't say I don't want to be in the fire. Michelle go pet. But a new player about Jonathan the year
on your celebration.
Dabi.
Meet you over.
You can't a text scanner. That is what Kwampoku is showing. But say, Kumibi Alkofani from Ghost Town share 12, Chawatewa share say, Amankron share say, but he hasn't really abreasted with himself with the who Kotoko club on is no. So go to now, Makumino, Amankron say, Amankron say, Akumino. Little boom.
About to talk papas.
Ebeko Kwampoku no se ne kra no o show no and then go now ma the following day or kwa on himself crofree
so double was always going to be difficult because of the squad size.
Yes.
And two, Kotoko last thing decided say almost every position be 2 players. Was it a good thing?
Yeah, so Sana born no
but you could my say go start Sana we no na position be 2 say be na mbrosa
2 no bimba ma the about utility and versatility and all that. Oh no. And a 2 no. One way no one structure ni ya na kwa bibi ho. Me catch us say Ismat Patrick and Moko for no baby 2 no. No be trouble we YouTube say me ya Ghana ni ntia say some kase no that be. Patrick knows the terrain.
Than Ismat. It very well quite say Patrick Bona Ismat tonight.
Besides, Ismat was about 90% offensive
than defensive.
Than defense. But Patrick has a bit of defense, you know. Even though also more offensive, but comparing him to Ismat Energy, or are there a lot of
some boys no quite affected Kotoko?
Oh yeah, but I can't do in your life, yeah. But
I can't feel no picky.
Oh, so be don't call. Yeah, more pie man, no uncle. But Ismat Energy, no a quality player. Ya good the energy.
Yeah, Kubu and Bobby Bresa.
But share now, I'm look Ghana for you by everybody. Nya 900 masase bebre amba body eduku ya na ekuri basa na wako fe duku bae no na ke ya question oh no so depth of the squad known and all that in a double no ni oboase no baby ba mu nyina no double no de na wo kan double anim de wo kan pressure na wo ma oboase was virtually new grounds oboase more pressure say Kumase share oboase
so the why as good ejuma denti
performance because they've seen football until you some ball no was throw and you mubenya the backing of the town but mediocre no bomb you know na baba ya twotwo no de da bi o hwe no in place of boase for na hunu and you no more pressure sa no
they do be not 2 matches na finals on Bakumas
so bad look squad way no yana madwene me say Kotoko person to players. I mean, I understand how big players a player. Sorry, big
clubs,
team.
Yeah.
Ayo musubaye, babe, brana foul. I understand all, but time do change. And you then na sa line no. Oh, Kwame Benda ko wa be ball share yen ko fanemra Elijah Adebofo or twetwe yen ko fanemra. No. It doesn't work anymore. Keep focus on that player uhia no. Season start here. Now wo hwe no. And you know wo bo no nko
the entire season.
On the big clubs, boy, watch him, go home and watch him. Have people around the town, the country.
You're talking about scouting.
Oh, so bad. It's to continue 2 scouts, and national scouts. I could go to your kakra. Match day. Monko share omo system. It is season inquiry, and they have about 30 players on the list.
Data around the
players. They will come and defend it on the board. They will come and defend it. Coach it all.
No defending. It's your right back way. Into your left back way, or data and profile about the player. Yes,
goalkeeper be or young apostles. In news, or Nidino young apostles keeper on the chimom.
Recasa.
Nameo Bibiani share match. My uncle bench, me begin upon the chi. Madame Hoshe supporters. Met some media my Africa and Begina Felix Chepo Nechino. Begin upon the chi, me reading. Na me kwai na kwaka kire Michael Osese ade na hopopo keeper no ntimi hye no
Michael Osese striker no
yeah because
you know only no you know
only no the na striker here no keeper ne pe o pepa o bo shot na ansha no wa yesi o bobo bia na ansha no o checho oh na ho kire no na ontimi hye fans na nim keeper no so he loved it. Keeper no
na keeper ni confidence.
Oh, sro keeper no. Then I say keeper we no betimi abo ha se ne Kotoko no. The more you be no, he understands it. And a ghost starts for the Japonechi. And here go. Ghost starts in young apostles. So after Carella games and games and
and what's it?
Yeah. Tough win. So bad. Tough win.
But I keep on saying, mental toughness.
No more dinner 10. Obey the tower, prepare any mom said, you're watching. They're watching. It's all in your board. Can't you actually was through him? Miss personal. Or through him say, oh, who do you work can be? Then I said, so better light me, make glass in an woman. And I said, keep a shame fun. Now, a drew W. No, a true for say, what to me, rack and can't no, the way you swap pay. Or sumo, I could say, do chasing.
Bobona no assume. This data they should have about the players.
Kotoko has supposed to have about 2 scouts nationally.
Later, confident I can't Emmanuel entry as a match. My little knowledge about entry of the field was like I mean, flexible player.
You knew it, eh?
Oh yeah, I got to know that information from somebody very close to Ediana, close to Olympics.
So rough grounds or bread to survive. As a scaniba or dressing room. Who born who pay to another purpose ground no person or
yeah.
So bad. Kotoko big club.
That's an sign is there.
The technical structure, I'll come to the side. The technical structure, no 2 scouts. I'll be any moment.
Constant.
Oh, or be any moment.
Bomo Kotoko payroll so.
Wouldn't him, yeah.
We are more secretary by presentation.
When the club no bra, season never career, give us, including Kotoko squad, you know, they should have the town Kotoko squad, no matches are Kotoko. Every scout is virtually a video analyst, performance analyst, data analyst. Scouts, you can't be a scout without who need knowledge of visual interpretation and all that. Yeah. So, Obeba Noah, coach, your team need to say no. So, share your wings and a pit any horn and your tree.
Saka pride and say,
Saka pride and say the sea. Now, you're not any alcohol 9 for most women. I pay Betamo, Quampoku, something a Duku as a commenta. 4 in once any catch us, somebody has to feed them. What can I say? This balance and all that, will be a function. Those boys, you know, they will give you 30 players. Right back for me and son. Left back for me and son. Yes, I'm going to be a mobi. No, some of me and some will choose to be. Obi obe competed the obono. Obi obe man will be 4 years. Obi obe man will say the background that they say. Obo division in Sinibi. Where the Adimico loan your pen or buy a fan loan, your fan division, one fan premier. Premier will be able unim contour, Emmanuel contour.
Yeah.
Kotoko, young apostle, boy, no boy, young apostle 68 years.
I'm a small boy beside.
Excellent 6. Nations player. Nation Akonjomadi. Do you guys all here control young apostles?
But nations.
Oko nations. But nations from Namope or yes, only 6 in Kotoko, Sadiq Adams. But right now, sorry, Sadiq Alasan. Right now, no, Okasa war ton Sadiqa, Contoba Beshon. Who prepared control?
Young apostles. Through a lone move.
Unimi Manoche. Manoche Fosu, young apostles, one of the best 8 away league you see.
Okay, so on the bench, I was in
Sky for dia. Sky for dia. Now Sky no, they want to keep hold of the boy in the baby. But we so much do. Who prepared him? God knows Japasu made the man in the Africa. Who prepared him? Tamale City.
Japasu a Tamale City player.
Bruh. Mr. Kotoko should have that structure. Or what boys bear 12 bio league in. And yes, I can free. As I came no, but no be Kotoko straight, no. Leave him.
Took a fan from lower.
Obaba I don't insult him, leave him. He also wants to play back. Or so back to the parent club, Bababo. Let him dance. You know, say we will play a player. Number of yes, I'm running more clubs, because every big club in the demand they know so. But boy, no one yet ready to see. You allow him to play.
To tournament heart of lions, nay, Swedro Blacks.
Be a league in a group. Someone yes, I got one house on Bebre because plus number the piano other teams in the world. It's more common about A to Z about Babaya, no, about a draw and about Coco and found Babatono. Get players to be ready in 2-3 years' time in other clubs. And him could you, if you find a buy.
Don't know if you one of the division wants them back.
Shabo Baba boy. After season, straight in a Kotoko, it means Kotoko de Hono count one.
A bomber or Dean Costro.
But she squad we say no. Shadraka do money sa microphone nyina no. Eye baabi no mobo. You ready so baba you ready allow him. You do baabi na ontumi ma ne aton na ma ne ko. Emrofo na wo ho. Martin Odegaard Madrid for akra ma ne ko.
Sociedad.
Ko ye adwuma. O kra good wo foreign pa. Sociedad. Oba Madrid for ehia no. No man turn on your music. It works like that. So but it works like that. But the beer so better fresh for now be remudia and still expect and Yamana Jordan Opokumu from these guys in the place the corona the be will be chim Heart of Lions on there should be a new technical design altogether. Get scouts on the grounds. Since the never son on your friend anyway boy no higher power you go through your PowerPoint presentation, you know what this place, data and your video near 10 minutes, coaches to 1.4 coach because you're wow, coach, prepare this. Why no one here, Fado? Okay, let me hear we. Not scouting, but we need Juma, not to the academy administration.
Now, must start negotiations now.
Sign about it here. Madrid, Barcelona, they have about 100 scouts or South America. Master Antonio, you think they went for the guy yesterday? You think they went for the guy yesterday? And the funny thing is, you know more about the crowd. No money are ready. So, or come on, they bomb Madrid straight to.
So, be Jana Mobi.
Vinicius Colo, a Castilla. No,
Vinicius Castilla on his Solari, Coigina Bra, Solari Bar Leto, Nyagidi, and more than Robust.
Casemiro Munina Coho.
Casemiro Colo.
It's a big club. Talent be about on to me, bonus.
I said, Danny Cavaha or
Bra,
Leverkusen.
Sana the NTO.
Ashafa Kimiani, no moton.
In Tadania. Oh, say, has folk, Sani, Muhammad, for the Omina, no common son, has now so
that's a pressure.
No, my bishop. Now, what the 1 year and France can resource, so no, so you need, baby. I had you.
I say, Kotoko youth team, and because they say, I started Kotoko youth team, yes, so money at 2 marketing.
So bad.
Near monitor.
Easily.
Think I hear piano, yeah, my name's Ambo youth team another year, because don't team be resting your team. Debias have whole Camoni and Miss Salmon what to tour marketing.
I miss a Bible premium to be paid. Also on television too. Why?
So last season when I'm got
so what is the project you are doing? What is the project? I want to understand.
And I want him a bucket because he's here because I want him my results. To all blacks.
But he has to grow.
Yes.
He has to grow.
To all blacks be another man.
No, not on an.
Wow, they were because for those that miss somebody say, why would you have any salary you can have?
No.
But some penny for now, which your salary are harding. But me some days say, oh, the man of Crana one, which your salary in
and the funny thing is that Carella, Young Apostle, we move those clubs and above you, but that is how the football
because I'm
food chain not here.
I'm targeting it to every.
A crowd of Bob and one
to know the middle class or okay.
Mosome Besson say Carella for pay no about 30 maybe about 28 or Koina the Yamako. Why he has to focus on the game?
It's football.
Scouting team need to make call or matches and I say Kwasra or more.
Oh yeah.
Do you aware say or Brami boy me mona ha.
Me yere me ho akọ baby. I understand. Yan tom petit. Go youth team in there. I didn't say I took petit about.
Obama cannot tell youth team 10 years. Kotoko no to me more to me more. O pa fa nebra.
But to go and be ko baby no. Obaka akobo but still not be enough for Kotoko.
Yes.
This car can ho aju obi aba.
Paul na dey say running no. Pedri, yeah, Muhuni and he is the best midfielder in the game now. No Las Palmas.
So Las Palmas not started.
Bonus honey, no so bad. We our clubs has for going to talk there. The I say me Bibiani first half. Africa yeah be cool. And I was telling you.
Yes, same command you do actually, huh?
Oh, Marija Tako Kasa Kotoko squad we to be more Champions League. And then Sakaf the fixtures in the bar. Obi oye Kotoko fan or discuss Africa bi ade ni kwa ko si de Kotoko aye atwam ho. Kotoko otese Kotoko ko Cameroon obedi Kotoko ko Cameroon ko boy ko si o ye ko San Pedro maso last time I ko nka maso ba ko ni manager mfie ko shaw mo no
sabi no expect it
sana football na ye
but go stars the money here nti won ko expect it the mo ko kra na je e fa mo
that's how feel fast
but Kotoko there is pressure to deliver.
That is standard and status. Your Egypt na me de ma ba ball game no wie na Ali for second from share train na be begina stadium na nim no Some took Ghana for few no ba.
Ever heard born?
No more no money or more for friends no man no oh Kotoko. And no any the omo
Yeah, media massive. Yeah.
Honey media ya say dear ho plus in dressing room on for Barca. Me my fast about for Barca crowd my do na me the next game ho. Ya ni Beluzard. Ni be Ghana be Beluzard. Ya be show me one wa ha no. So sana game ni me a technical man. 90 minutes referee no pon game na no. My next focus switches to the next game. Now for me gina metebas ni na coach Adote me twa coach Adote so beba na ma ka bibia na yi na adwena free game no so ne start adwena Beluzard ho na ma for bejira for coach Abu Rabi so ni no
ya matini di
me de ma Abu Rabi oni coach David Duncan be coach Asana Adote beji league na mo Africa no Abu Rabi o coach right to dream na we a triangular institution Ghana, Egypt and then Denmark
Nordjylland for no
yes Nordjylland for no and Ghana the right to dream and Egypt the right to dream
so Ghana the fan Nigeria Cote d'Ivoire boys and names na Wayforward so far north for
it's Abu Rabi no on my fan called Egypt
okay
at the end no coach you on oba ho on him rough boys oba Kotoko boy am boy elephone crowd no when say musuro Kotoko musuro enkomo mudi wa hanyina no say me de ma na to say me so here video presentations ne your matches are nyina prelims na me catch the boys and say every game the first half will be better than the second half. Let me catch them because opponents in the years are.
Your first half bested you.
Yes.
Second half no beam. So on stay back or stay back. So beam no bounce. Do my first half no team or the son and about draw. You are making them because normally the first half is to steady them. Oh, so we there. So no bested na. Two teams say quite there.
Second half
no train the
yes.
Then about second half no money na two go so say mo bro no. And now because player no your call dressing akwaje bribe.
Omo second half.
Ba because akwaje bribe.
On baba big.
On baba so to send 2 more.
But say Kotoko. They look at your history.
They are very careful.
They look at what you did to the last time.
Yeah.
The same thing as fans.
So there will be pressure on Kotoko Africa than Gold Stars.
You know the deal, baby.
Nyasa me can be brave.
Oh no.
So
yes, because
there should be a real strategy when it comes to Kotoko recruitment, especially for the next 3 years. They say they are that, so we can still be buying the big, but big in the data income. Then by 2-3 years time, youth team now 18 this year should be ready to either finance the purchases of the big players. Either see a Tom and the top big players, and also na big players na ebe where akese na abefa shi na enketo for instance Basa say how do I say Lama mobeye the foundation the framework na ne onya Lewandowski bi onya kunne bi a na de omo hihiem
sana line it Basa ye ne sa ade na Kotoko ntimi ye ne sa na de bia Kotoko se me kofa wa be boma me but France na so so mo kwa hwan ne Obasa e
tie ba ya gini din bebre oba 1 2 3 na amfa pressure ba no so afitwe mane etwam
Daniel Mo, no Ebasa Kra.
No Koya no Asamba.
Fabregas, no Ebasa Kra. Piqué, no Ebasa Kra. If you're not ready, go and be ready.
Kofa baby bra.
When you are ready, we will play you. And try to catch that regular, say my friend. If you're not ready now, I'll keep you on the bench. Or can I club president and no auntie? And your president in it, you are regular car. So
there should be a plan.
Madrid, you come when you are ready. If you're not ready, no, stay back. And you found academy. I can't say you are ready, but you're doing too much. You're doing too cruise. You're doing too Belgium. You're doing too Obia. Then we are not ready. Stay on the bench. Here, are you ready? Are you ready?
So it should be a combined form.
And nothing as a crab bar. He has
exceptional.
He has to have that word exceptionality. A crab bar exceptional. Kotoko crab boy exceptional. Shadrach Kado na one man pressure na ho poponi ate baba yara. You will pop 5 passes up. Aye afa. So bad. We are lowering the standard. But football won't be lower standard.
5 passes is not enough.
Oh, output near the passes na we and echo see he say.
Echo see dispossession.
Near lose ball no. No masai. Akwa subs coach new.
Be very fine. I think with a transfer strategy is the right thing. So Kotoko had a good season with winning.
When is my presentation All Blacks there?
Oh, okay.
You know, softball. No, I can tell you something. Unjindi and Krofo bebre oho no mo a ball no. They love me and I also love them because what I learn, no, yeah, I'm also person how
Yeah.
it works. My career presentation, one the booking hotel, maybe all blacks, or for me see from.
And so if you go start a couple, it's also watching you dwarfs.
So more division
So
one.
our dwarfs.
Dwarfs and
And I'll
premium.
medium.
Medium
Ash good.
dwarfs, ash gold, gold stars.
Medium and alone.
Medium alone, Africa, no near local season. He said, yeah,
Africa, I'm not
only traditional power.